and happened to go off the ground. Young Witzel.
Last year's finalists down the list this year, but trying to finish the season on a good note. A crowd of 20,236 at the cricket ground. At half-time, Fitzroy led by 23 points. We pick up the action in the third term. Commentators at the MCG, Nick Kay and Doug Hayward.
Fitzroy leading Melbourne by 23 points at the beginning of the third quarter. Umpire Ian Robinson bounces the ball. Rendell and Moore. Moore gets it down. Loke on the short kick. Side bottom tries to punch it away. Chance for Melbourne. Williams gives it over to Flower. He's been quiet. Doesn't get a good bounce. Punched away by Cordner. Here's a chance for Thorne. Three Fitzroy players collide into him and Thorne gets one in the back.
Thorne. He's almost within range if he kicks a good one. He's going to kick it high for Templeton. Templeton gets in a nice position. Well, somebody's got it there, and Templeton's skipping back and saying it's mine, but it's not. It's taken by Reeves. Reeves out to Rendell. Rendell running away from Moore. Left foots it down to centre wing position. Up goes Hughes, punched away from him. Opportunity for the Demons once again. There's lots of them there. Picked up by Icken, kicks at the man the market. Great opportunity lost, and Gotch goes down, gets a hand pass across and down towards centre wing position. Again, Melbourne have the chance. The free kick goes their way. No, it's going to be a bounce.
Southern stand side. Umpire Robinson bounces. Moore once again gets it down. Healy there. Not forthright enough. Wright gets it away towards Williams, and Williams on his own once more. A long way out from goal, about 70 metres. Thornton on his mark. Williams kicks into full forward. Beautiful mark by Laurie. Over it goes to Roos under pressure here. The short kick comes out to Coleman. The big and the small. Coleman too good for Healy that time. Out to Rendell, and Rendell outmarks Moore once again. Will have better positioning than Moore.
Well, Rendell's got a great ability to take marks in general play and kicks it nicely to Gotch. Gotch now goes onto his left foot. Turns and twists and hand passes out to Carlton. Carlton, the trusty left footer, hooks it back downfield. Underneath it goes for the big leap. In front is Reynolds. Reynolds kicks down. Hughes gets an awkward bounce, and once again there's Melbourne players everywhere. Out wide it goes and taken by Johnson. He's also been quiet, as has Flower. Ickes up in the Richards. Richards goes for a bolting run. Great kick in the Fidge direction. And Richards, for the second time with his left foot, delivered the ball beautifully. And Fidge, kick number 7. He's kicked 3. Johnny Fidge, number 44. It'll need to be a big one to make it. It's a beautiful kick. Absolutely perfect. Well, John Fidge is absolutely delighted, and so well he should be. That's his 4th goal. Templeton 3, Fidge 4, and they've really kept that scoreboard alive. Melbourne 9-6, Fitzroy 11-11.
£17 points in favour of the Lions. 3.5 minutes gone. Bounce once again is a poor one. Moore gets it straight down to Carlton. Bad play. Chance for Quinlan this time. Reynolds nearly outmarks him, but he's backed up well by Yates. Yates goes wide, looks for Jarrett. Jarrett loses sight of the ball. Hughes there, gets another handball out to Healy, and Melbourne come away. Healy the long kick in towards Williams. Williams and Burke. Burke punches it away. It comes out to Gotch. Gotch on the centre wing. Not quite sure what to do. Takes his run. Out towards Quinlan again, but this time he can't hold it. Could have been a free kick to Reynolds. Barwick kicks off the ground, but it comes straight to Ick. Ick out into the sun. Johnson couldn't see the ball. Disadvantage. Reynolds steadies, kicks into goal, but he's kicked it behind.
Young Michael Reynolds. Carlton has really got a handful today, looking after the old man of football, Bernie Quinlan, who's just as good as ever. Flower in front, a splendid mark. Well, that was one of the best marks of the day. Long downfield he goes, looking for Williams. Williams marks it. Williams on the moor is dangerous. He should give it to Healy. He doesn't. Kicks it down towards that full forward zone. Templeton shades his eyes. And brilliant Reeves. He's really looked good. Out to Barwick. Connolly takes him on and could have taken a free kick. And umpire Robinson said the ball was held to him and will bounce it. But Reeves, for the third time, makes a wonderful interception.
Robinson bounces it just wide of the centre. Side bottom punches it on. Here's Cordner. Hasn't played a bad game today. Under pressure a lot though. Here's Rendell for Fitzroy. He's played a good game. Out to Carlson. And Carlson can give it over to Harris, but decides to give it to Burke. Burke can steady at centre half forward. And he's kicked to behind. Really should have made more of that one. But Fitzroy leading by 19 points at the 6-minute mark. And they're doing it well.
Reynolds out wide, looking for Williams. Williams now, nobody to kick to at all. Not to sign. He doesn't know what to do with it. His 7th kick. Cordner and Roos. Well done, Cordner. Really well done. Out he goes to Ick. Ick then sends it long, and Templeton's got 2-1 against him. Almost beat them both. Fidge, Moore hooks it back. Oh, it's a good kick. It is a magnificent kick. Peter Moore, well done. And Melbourne creep closer. Well, they fiddled and they fooled around, and it took a super kick by Moore to register the major.
Melbourne only trail by 13 points. 7 minutes gone. As umpire Castle bounces the ball. Rendell gets it down this time. Batterston, who's just come on the ground. Umpire says play on. Logan now a chance at Fitzroy, and there'll be another bounce. No chance of getting rid of it, Bill Logan. Batterston applying the tackle. But Robinson to bounce. Fitzroy leading by 13 after leading by as much as 29 in the second quarter. Logan gets it out. Johnson has to go quick kick in. Play on, says the umpire, as it comes out towards Richards. Richards will use pace and strength and speed. He's held on to it for a long time, and the umpire says a free kick will go to Fitzroy, and Harris will take it.
It was bad luck, Richards. He took the lot on. There was nobody to give the ball to, and he almost bullocked his way out with pace. Sent it down in the Jarrett direction. Jarrett well played. Against Barwick, and the free kick goes to Jarrett. In a flash, look out, Peter Moore. Rendell's on you. And lovely shepherding by Connolly. No, the umpire says no. And that was a good decision, umpire Robinson. And Matt Rendell takes the free kick. Rendell tries it short. Jarrett will intercept. No, he won't. Side bottom takes the mark. Perfect kick by Rendell. A perfect kick. Side bottom been very quiet. It's only his 3rd kick. Well, Gary Sidebottom is a splendid kick. This will test his skill. The angle's about 45 degrees. The distance about 40 to 50 metres. Well done. Really well done. That absolutely split the goalposts. And Fitzroy answer again through a goal from Gary Sidebottom. That's his 2nd.
And every time Melbourne creep up to within 1 or 2 goals, Fitzroy are able to kick 1 or 2 quick ones of their own. Moore gets it down. Loken for Fitzroy. The kick is high. Wilson a chance. Off it comes to Zantuck. Oh, and out-bustled well. It comes out towards Harris. Harris on towards Pern. Pern from the flank. Centres it to Quinlan. 1 out against Reynolds. Quinlan 2 grabs. The snap is not good this time, and it's out of bounds on the full.
for Robert Flowers to take the free kick. One of the quietest days that Flowers had in his magnificent career. Here comes Moore in front this time. Good mark. Oh, didn't hold it. Didn't quite hold it. He was in lovely position to take it and should have taken it, really. It's out of bounds. Fitzroy in attack.
Still a chance for the Lions on their half-forward line. Pert from behind, the big fist away. Here's a chance for Osborne. Harris there, Quinlan. A lot of Fitzroy players there. Ick taps it away towards Connolly, but it's Reynolds that comes away. Good play, out of defence, into attack. Could have almost been a free kick to right. Really doesn't look where he's tapping it, but luckily it comes out to Williams. Williams gives it on to Moore. Moore slips at the crucial time, but has plenty of time to recover. They're fiddling around Melbourne too much. Batterston has to try and throw it away. Fitzroy more direct. Burke comes in, but Williams once again gives it over to Batterston this time. Let's see if he can be more constructive. A lot of Melbourne players free. He goes towards Fitch, and Fitch doesn't let him down. Fitch another short pass, and another Melbourne mark, this time to Johnson. And Johnson more within kicking distance, only 30 metres out from goal, 45-degree angle, and has a chance to put Melbourne back to within 13 points. This is his 8th kick coming up. And he's kicked truly, I think. No, just offline. Melbourne needed the goal. They trail by 18 points now.
Long from Thornton, looking for Roos. Cordner takes him on. A wonderful battle between these two. Well, once again, disputed. Held to. Umpire will bounce it. Melbourne's half-forward flank. Moore over the top. Loken picks it up, loses it, pushed. Takes a free kick, does Bill Loken. Loken's about half-back flank. Kick number 13. Well done, Nick. Oh, well played, Wilson. Tames them up. Play on! Taken by Yates. Back it comes from Conley to Batterston. Batterston caught. Breaks away. He doesn't know what to do. And it's dangerous to Flower. Flower's in trouble back to Batterston. Batterston then kicks it downfield. Templeton 2-1 against him. And that's too much. And Roos takes yet another telling mark.
Gives it on to Burke. Burke goes wide where he looks for Turner, and Turner will take the mark. Fitzroy looking good on the side bottom. Big Gary along the outer half-forward flank. Gives it on short to Gotch, and Gotch should keep on playing on. Wilson's led, but Gotch will go all the way and kick it behind. Well, really, he should have made a lot more of that. He had quite a few players free and could have even steadied a bit longer. But it's Fitzroy now by 19 points.
Reynolds out wide, straight to Osborne. Oh, he nearly held it too. Oh, he could have almost been played that one. That was a poor kick. Osborne on Flower. And I'm sure Coach Robbie Walsh is absolutely thrilled with Richard Osborne. Moore over the back. Conley. Conley kicks to open territory. Here comes Burke. Gets a beautiful bounce. Hand pass as well. Look out, Bill Loken, you're caught. Well played. Osborne caught. And Osborne still gets his kick under pressure. And it's all Fitzroy's as taken by Roos. Roos in a flash to Coleman. Coleman tackled by Richard, beats him for strength and kicks it poorly. Peter Moore in trouble, helped by Yates. Yates then kicks it to Williams. Johnson, and a good leap. Well played side bottom, out to Carlton. And Carlton kicks it beautifully out wide to Turner.
Turner at half forward. He's done quite a few nice things today. Thinks he has a chance of making the distance. He's about 55 metres out from goal. Kick number 5. This one's going to drop short. Quinlan from behind, and he's been paid. On the 10-metre line, Bernie Quinlan. Lines up for goal number 5 and kicks it. Great effort by Quinlan today. He's kicked 5 out of Fitzroy's 13 goals. and the Lions move further ahead.
Back at centre bounce with Fitzroy in a very commanding position, 92 points to 67. Moore, down it goes, nobody there, Osmond loses it. Picked up there by Hughes. Oh, making paces Reeves, he loves the run. Out to Gotch. Gotch can go, the little man. And off he goes again, gets the centre wing and boots it to Quinlan. Oh, he should have held that one. Nicely picked up and driven for goal. It's a beauty. Little Bernie Harris's third goal. And once again, Reeves was in the thick of it. He's really done some daring interceptions. Out to Gotch it went, and Gotch ran the literal furlong and booted downfield, and another tiny man, Bernie Harris, picked it up and kicked his own third goal, and Fitzroy bolt away again.
Fitzroy doing it well at the 16-minute mark. Rendell gets it down, chance for Gotch. Jarrett there also for Melbourne. Here's Connolly for the Demons. Out it goes to Moore. Moore further on to Williams. Williams kicks high, doesn't give his forwards that much of a chance. Templeton and Fitch go up, offhand, Cordner a chance. Good snap by Cordner, but it's just gone across the face and through for a behind. 30 points the difference in favour of the Lions.
Out looking for Pert, and Pert's the right man to look for. So's Rendell. Wick goes up above them both. Look out, Williams, you're caught, and give it cleverly to Conley. Conley in lots of trouble, lots more trouble. Brilliantly done, and lost was Turner. Conley with the ball now, forced to a right footer, out to the flank. From Richards it goes. Thornton's got the opportunity. He's well shepherded. Richards gets him down. Out wide, Johnson's got two to take on and does it well. Nice play by Carlton. Turns and twists and hand passes across the boundary line. This is good football. In a flash it goes out and Coleman wide. And Fitzroy swoop into attack. Long one out to Osborne. Or is it Burke? It's Burke. And Burke sends to Quinlan. Oh, lovely football. And Bernie Quinlan, kick number 13, a very acute angle. And look at him, just look at him. Quinlan, goal number 6.
Just don't know how to handle Quinlan today. It's been superb. "36 points the difference at the 18.5-minute mark, and Fitzroy doing it well. Here's Greg Healy for the Demons. Straight to Roos it goes. Roos has plenty of time to recover from that. Out towards the wing, and it's Gotch. Gotch has been a good player, very handy, and picked up a lot of kicks. This time he goes in towards Burke. Play on, says the umpire. Burke has time to recover. Barwick a chance at centre-half forward. Barwick steadies, and Barwick kicks another goal for Fitzroy, and the Lions are just running away. Barwick's second goal of the game, and the Lions now lead by 42 points.
Fitzroy at half-time were 11-11. And they're now 16-14, so they've added 5 goals, 3 in the first 19 minutes of this term. Rendell Moore won this one, I think. It's kicked down by Loken. Ick underneath it, punched away very cleverly by Pert. Gary Wilson the danger. Yates pursues him. Down goes Wilson. Free kick, no play on to Pert. Pert then sends it goalward. This will be close for Quinlan. Ooh, once again he looks so dangerous. Gets through for one behind. And every time the ball gets in that full forward zone, there's an ooh as Quinlan looks like it. Reynolds gets it out to Jarrett.
Jarrett marks at half-back, gotch the man on him, creeps up a few inches, now he gets told to come back. Jarrett kicks out to Connolly, and Connolly takes a good mark. In fact, it's Williams. Williams midway between wing and the half-back flank. Now kicks to the centre wing. Flying high is Cordner. Cordner would look to kick it long. Kick number 8 for Cordner. Flower in front, can't take it. It comes to Richards. Richards will have to kick it quickly. And that tackle right at the end put Richards off balance, and Richards subsequently missed what should have been an easy goal.
Out to Rendell again. He's played very well against Moore. Down to side bottom. Hughes up above him, hits it away. Well, that was tough. That was tough. Side bottom free kick. Side bottom out wide looking for Wilson. Yates up. Wilson almost beat him for Barwick. Hand pass from Jarrett out to Batterston. Batterston kicks down to open territory. Lobs awkwardly there. Cordner should have taken it, but luckily went to Fidge. Fidge out wide is not good to Williams. He's caught. He breaks away, beats them all. Back it goes to Cordner. Cordner kicks. Templeton punched away.
Chance for Melbourne still with Fidge. With him is Reeves. Reeves showing a lot of pace. Manages to keep it in play. Beautiful play by Reeves. Here he goes again. He's still there with a chance. And a great effort by the Fitzroy defender. Had a lot of opponents, and he's been one of Fitzroy's best today. Getting a big round of applause. Here come the Lions again through Harris. The long handball goes over the top looking for Loken. Loken tries to do a Reeves, but this time he can't keep it in play.
It's centre wing position, outer side of the ground, and Melbourne trailing 69 points to 111. Moore inside bottom. Moore won this one, but there's nobody to help him. Out it goes towards Loken again. Loken tackled by Hughes. Hughes then kicks it down in the Cordner Rouge direction. Cordner brilliantly done. Very well done, young David. He kicks across to Johnson. Johnson on. Boots it long for goal. It's a very good kick. It's an excellent kick, and it's through for a goal to the Demons. And they really, really needed that one. Alan Johnson and Robert Flower, the two champion wingers, have been very quiet today, but Johnson kicks a fine goal.
Pike Castle bounces it. Rendell gets it down, straight to right. Still Melbourne with a chance. Jarrett the high kick. Osborne and Flower. Richards reading the play well. Could have given it to Moore in the centre, but instead decided to go long. Templeton goes up. Fidge there also. Templeton recovers the better to Batterston. Batterston the kick into Connolly. Let's see if Connolly has the speed and if the ball will bounce. It does. Connolly tries to get around Laurie. Connolly still picks up. Good effort by Connolly, but he's missed and he's only kicked it behind.
Well, I think Batterston might well have been better to have shot for goal. He's well within range, but of course he's not a good kicker of the football. But he made it difficult for Connolly, and Connolly played it well, but just missed at the end. Rouge gives a wide lead, and Cordner goes racing after him. Rouge does it brilliantly. Good tackle, Cordner. Well played, Paul Rouge. Out to Carlton is danger. Jarrett picks him up, hits it back towards Cordner. Johnson says, I'll take it. Hits it out to the flank, and here's a chance for the Demons again. Williams steadies and kicks it back downfield, and Templeton's in great posse. Oh, good spoiling. Grant Laurie is tackled, kicks it back, and it's Fitzroy's opportunity through Thornton. Thornton drives out wide to Carlton. Cordner up above him and takes a beauty, and left foot to the cross and taken by Moore.
Moore and centre half forward. Could have kept the play going, but decided to steady. And now Moore, kick number 9, looks for Templeton once more. Once again it's punched away. Chance for Connolly. Snap. Great snap.
by 32 points. Bernie Quinlan kicked 9 goals and Harris 4, and for Melbourne, Fidge 5 and Templeton 3. The day's biggest crowd was at VFL Park, 31,675 people to see the leaders Essendon play Geelong 5th. And the Bombers led by 20 points at half-time. Once again, we go to action from the third term. Commentators out at VFL Park, Clark Hansen and Jeff Leake.
Start of the third quarter at VFL Park with Bombers leading by 20 points. It's the bounce, Mossop and Madden. Mossop gets the tap down. Harvey didn't know where the ball went then. Chance there for Boss. His kick not very effective. Neagle, who's been a star. High kick up into the half-forward line. Byrne had the chance to run at the ball, but Big Merritt was coming through. He backhands it towards Elshaw. Byrne back to Malarkey. That was a wild hand pass. Waterson's there for the Bombers. Coming through is Buse. Busy at the moment. Beautiful foot pass finds Big Mossop.
Mossop's been playing very well. He's beaten Madden. Madden seems to have lost touch in this match, but Mossop a kick behind the game. Runs, hasn't done a great deal in his first match as skipper, but a nice mark there by Gary Ablett. Essendon were forced to put Donnell on Ablett. They took Foles off. Then he finds Peake just a few metres further on, and Geelong are zigzagging their way forward, but it's quite effective because Terry Bright is in easy distance for him to score another goal. It'll be second. Geelong missed badly in the second term. Jackson missed 2 dead in front. Now Bright from about 35-40 metres out now, and it's gone straight from when it left his boot. It's been trundled over behind for the Cats. Put that down to Terry Bright.
Yes, well, this is a crucial quarter for Geelong, as Duckworth to put the ball back into play, trailing now by 19 points. They've got to get a couple of quick goals, and there's a mark to Reid. It's Malcolm Reid. Jackson gives him the lead, but it was half-hearted. Reid kicks high. Jackson falls over. Oh, nice play by Harvey, but the kick is just a little astray over the boundary line on the full. The free kick to go to Geelong, and will be taken by O'Keefe. O'Keefe now to put Geelong into attack. High punt kick on the way. Oh, Ablett putting out the posterior. Morgan gets the hand pass towards Ablett again, trying to go through. The pack was Neagle, tried to do a little too much, but he was tripped, says umpire Smith, and Neagle will get the free kick. Play on, says the umpire.
Dana Bradbury, who's playing in the forward pocket, and he's led right onto the back line to take that. To Clark, and Clark a little bit of bother. Bradbury with a lot of skill there. He's been Essendon's best defender this year, and then in the forward line at the moment. Waterson couldn't take it. Boz does. The Cats puts it straight into the centre. It's a well-placed shot there, looking for Card. Neagle with the ball on a string, playing wide of his opponent, straight to Merritt. The big fella launched himself. He hasn't done a great deal today. He and Simon Madden have been quite unsure with their overhead marking, particularly Madden, who seems to have lost it completely, but this is Merritt's third only kick. He's booted 2 goals, which makes it even more incredible, so I guess percentage-wise he's good value. And his accuracy in front of goal is extraordinarily good in the last couple of seasons.
And you've just put the moz on him, I think, Jeff.
I'll stop forecasting.
We've done a bit of that today. Right, we're waiting for the ball to come back into play. That's Boz putting the ball back into play. Oh, the big leaper was Jeffries. Great mark. Little push in the back from Hawker, as Jeffries looked as if he was going to give the hand pass to somebody then. Now he does. He gives it onto O'Keefe. O'Keefe's kick looking for Peake. Good play by Thompson to spoil. Well, there'll be a throw in between wing and half forward for Geelong. It's Geelong 5-10-40, trailing the Bombers by 20 points. Essendon 8-12-60. There's Flanagan. Madden gets the front position, puts the ball down to turf. Ezard, quick kick out of the pack. Bruns ran at the ball then and was dispossessed. That's Van der Haar. His kick ricochets off Flanagan. Flanagan comes back, tries to mark the ball. Coming through is O'Keefe. Gets it to Cole, who's kicked 2 goals for Geelong, has been a very effective forward. Here's Ablett. Oh, beautiful, skillful play by Ablett. Has a shot for goal, but he's just offline and through for a behind. That was danger for the Bombers. So the difference now 19 points at the 5-minute mark of the 3rd term in favour of the Bombers.
Now Clark kicks it in for the Bombers and marked by Carey. And Eagle, geez, he's having a good match. Too good for Malcolm Reid, playing wide of each other. That's Boss, who's taken a very timely mark, very strong in defence, a very good body position there by Boss, and then he goes on and attacks the ball very well to Bruns. Won't carry that way. Marked by Bright. Geelong kicking into the breeze in this 3rd term across to Wingman Reid. Plenty of time to bend down and open up a purse and have a look and count his change and kick it as well. Then finds Ablett, who just slips in front with a lot of pace. He couldn't pick up the pace on that shot, but Donnell's a man looking after him with a headache at the moment. Now, Ablett, it's probably the right side to be kicking from there with the aid of the breeze blowing across the ground, and he's elevated that football beautifully. And it's a nice goal from Gary Ablett. That's his first, Geelong's first goal for the quarter. In fact, it's the first goal from either side, and that's a lifter for the Cats. They were 20 points down at the break, and they've reduced that now to 13.
Essendon leading now by 13 points. Madden down to Elshaw. Nobody going near Elshaw as he's got plenty of time to drive the ball up in the Merritt direction. In fact, it could go through for a goal. No, it's offline. It's bouncing. Good play by Merritt. Oh, Byrne, though. That's a sign of experience, the way he came in there and grabbed the football. But the ball's dropping short, and Danaher takes the mark, gets one from Reid, and that could be a 15 metres penalty, which will bring Danaher right within scoring range. That's Danaher's 6th mark. And there's the 15 metres penalty. And Reid is saying, look, I had my eyes on the ball and I was going for it fairly, but the umpire saw it differently. Terry Danaher, who has already kicked a goal, with the Bombers leading by 13 points, a chance for them now to increase their lead by 19 as Danaher comes in, jabs at the ball, and he's put it through for a behind. So the difference now 14 points, and we've been playing just on 7.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter.
It's Malaki's going to kick it back into play. Essendon with Merritt and Danaher and Vanderhaar on the forward line look dangerous, but they're not capitalising on it, so it's full marks for the Cats' defence. And there's a Cats defender almost marking it then. Elshaw, Essendon's rover, caught by the leg. Baker not having a good match. Peaker's beaten him in that middle position. Beautiful play for Neagle, quickly being best on ground. Flanagan had a go at him, who shepherded well, but Neagle's kicked at Danaher. Oh, clever mark. Boss was upset by the ball coming at him from an awkward angle, or Boss wasn't really ready for it, and Danaher from 20 metres out, dead in front for his 10th kick. About time. Their last 2 kicks for goal have been behind, but Danaher's has stopped that rot, and that's his 2nd goal, the Dons' 9th, and they're back to a 20-point lead at the 8-minute mark in this 3rd term.
Danaher, one of the most versatile players on the Bomber side, can play in defence or up forward. But although he's had, what, 10 or 11 kicks, Jeff, it's been quiet for him.
Yes, he has. He hasn't had it all his own way by any means. Jeffrey's the man looking after him at the moment.
Essendon now by 20 points. Madden, the tap down, Elshaw claim, gets the ball across to Madden. Nobody wants it. Peake about to break clear, but the whistle had gone just before Peake picked up the ball, and umpire Smith, right in the middle of the ground, will have another bounce. Geelong just can't bridge this leeway as Mossop gets another tap down. That's Thompson for Essendon, desperately trying to get the ball out of the pack. But umpire Smith can see only one way of opening up play, and that's with another bounce. Let's see what can happen now. There's the bounce. Mossop That was the fist of Flanagan then, but here's that man Neagle, gets one from Ablett, but Neagle, eyes on the ball, tries to come back. That's Peake. Now this is good play by Geelong, although Hughes was bamboozled then by the bounce. Coming through is Carey. His quick kick out of defence. Baker won't get there in time, and the ball over the boundary line for a throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side, favouring Geelong. We badly need another goal because the Bombers are leading by 20 points.
Madden fights the front position, but Flanagan for Geelong beats him. Morgan, the rover there, but it's tapped out. Oh, Peake dribbles it back to Hughes. Hughes a long way from goal, aims for Jackson and Duckworth. It's gone past those two. Rolled through for behind.
Difference now 19 points. Maybe they're looking for Jacko just a little too much because Duckworth's playing him very close, and Duckworth nearly as strong as Jackson. There's the kick. Madden in the front position tried to mark. The whistle has gone. I think there's going to be a free kick, and it's going Geelong's way.
Hughes.
And it's going to Hughes. Hughes, the long kick up into the full forward area. Is it going to drift over? No, it's not. Jackson couldn't mark. Thompson tries to break clear. He's been claimed. Ablett, a look of disgust on his face. Umpire Smith saying, well, the ball was held to young Thompson. He was trying to get rid of it, punching the ball. So umpire Smith is going to bounce right in front of the Geelong goal. I would say that the Geelong forwards will be pretty desperate now to score a goal here because they're trailing by 20 points, Geelong. There's the bounce. Madden over the top. Chance there for Flanagan. His kick intercepted. Good play by Elshaw to force the ball through for a minor score to the Cats. Geelong 6-13-49 to Essendon 9-13-67.
Duckworth does that frequently. A little tap on the boot. Mark Harvey, who started brilliantly in that first quarter, has been a little subdued since to Van der Haar. Too long for those two. Peake was manhandled by Baker. Baker started very well on Peake, but Peake overhauled him to be one of Geelong's best players. Takes the free kick for his 13th to centre half forwards. Oh, up was Ablett. Big Flanagan can't get balance. Michael Cole kicked the 2 Geelong goals in the second term, boots it towards goal. It rolls over. But in a flash, it's back in Geelong's forward line, and they're supposed to be kicking Clark against the breeze in this term.
Yes, goals are not hard to come by to that main scoreboard end, the end to which Geelong are kicking, as Ablett has a quick kick out of the pack, but once again he's offline. And the deficit now 18 points in favour of Essendon. No, apparently was out of bounds. So it must have ricocheted off a player and gone out of bounds. There's the throw. Walsh up high. Flanagan's there. Threads the hand pass to Bruns, who has a snapshot for goal. But doesn't look like getting it. Good play then by Duckworth to mark. He plays on, kicks out into the open. And is that out on the full? It is, according to the boundary umpire. Now, he was a long, long way away.
Well, I had it for us on this set. He'd hit the line. Anyway, Geelong get the free kick and quickly towards Michael Cole, who became a dominating player when he got on the field in that second quarter. Kicked their 2 goals. Puts the high one. Jackson surrounded by 3 Bombers. Van der Haar, is it? Thumps the ball away. Mossop gets in front of Neagle. Neagle gets it, ducks the tackle. Oh, he's playing a magic game. Magical game. The Costa Waterson, the crowd loved that. Oh. Peake again beats the man in the middle for Essendon, and Peake, becoming a dominating player, slips the ball back. Oh, gee whiz, and Bruns was a little bit aggro there as he went for Thompson. Thompson's the man who takes the free kick, a 15-metre penalty against Bruns, puts him on the outer wing. Into Danaher, in front of Jeffries. Ball's not going to come out of that lot, and it will be balled up.
On the attacking side of the centre square for Essendon, Madden gets the tap down over Mossop. Byrne is in there. That's his boot to ball out of the pack. All Essendon players nearly colliding. Oh, here's Neagle again. Magnificent top kick get on the ground, and the mark has been taken by Bradbury. Bradbury well down from half forward. The high kick. Looking there for Harvey. The leaper there was Madden. Harvey has a quick kick at goal, but he's offline and through for behind. So the youngster adds to his 2 goals. He's been a lively half forward as Malarkey now looks further afield. Will decide to put the ball right up the centre. It's holding in the breeze. The ball dropping short. That was Danaher trying to mark. Hawker off the pack. Could have given it to Bradbury. Decides to kick up in the full forward area. Malarkey is there. Good play then by little Ezard to spoil that. And at least he gets a minor score for his side.
And it's that 20 points, the margin that the quarter started at. Oh, slips it out to Cole, and Malarkey runs out from that full-back position. Ezard on the mark, and he's not going to give much away here, more than his 15 metres. So it's Cole to Mossop. And Mossop, you always find him around the centre of the field. He didn't get this one, but the teammate Yates gets it and gives it to a good player in Peake. Peake to the half-forward line. Ablett likes that big fly. Waterson. Ezard, little fella, got in the right position at the right time then, but he's 100 metres from goal, and a good smother Yates for the Cats. And Mossop again to pick up. Deflected from Ezard the Rover for Essendon. It'll bit of backspin, might give him another chance at it. It's flicked backwards by Elshaw. But the free kick being sorted out there, going to Ray Byrne.
Byrne, who's been very solid, kicks around the outer side wing, and the good strong mark has been taken by O'Keefe. Tall, rangy fellow to be on the wing, very athletic, and O'Keefe goes back. The kick up into the half-forward line. Oh, coming in from behind was Carey, number 17. Down to Thompson. Young players of Essendon doing it well, although that was a terrible kick by Thompson, and O'Keefe will get the free kick. O'Keefe. Now, Geelong badly need a couple of goals to get back into this match. There's the kick by O'Keefe. It's dropping short. Looking for Flanagan. Oh, over the top was Madden. And Simon Madden, the relieving mark between half-back and the centre, immediately gets the lead from Walsh. Oh, over his head. Byrne misses it. Byrne can come back. Elshaw is there, tackled by him. Was backing up well. Tackle, breaks the tackle then gets away from another one by Yates. Mossop is there to take. Oh, Jeffries up high. Couldn't mark it. Baker the chance. Malarkey cool. Kicks Geelong out of defence. Peake into the back there of Clark, and Clark will get the free kick.
It looks at the moment as Clark has been the man chosen to play on Peake in the centre. He's too good for Baker. Essendon's forward move, but I think there'll be a restart there, Clark. The ball will come back. I don't know why maybe Peake was over the mark. A little chat going on there between Peake and umpire Smith. So Clark changes direction this time, goes for the pocket, looking for Merritt. That was Mossop up high to knock it away from him. Now Walsh, he's playing well. Slips it backwards towards, well, they're coming down like a rugby scrum. All the backmen are moving down with the play, and Carey, in fact, there's only 3 backmen the other side of the centre, or from this point, as Carey's long kick goes awfully close. Merritt, Mossop didn't attempt the mark, thumped it down. It's a real struggle on here. That was a Geelong kick, I think. It was it. It got a boot, the score for Essendon.
Thought the Geelong defence then a little tardy. A chance for someone like Ezard to nip in there and kick a goal, but just wasn't on as Malarkey electing to go right down the centre again. Chance for Peake. Oh, well judged, Thompson. Mark Thompson, good player. Into the pocket, chance for Elshaw to mark.
That was bad play then between those two. It was Baker and Merritt, and no talking at all there, which is a black mark against those two. And thrown anyway. Merritt the ruckman. Ray Byrne, good play by him. Took it away, cleared it out well at the pack. So to give someone a chance to run at it, a teammate of his, of course. And Walsh again. His long, angular frame, and he swerves left and right, and they don't know how to tackle him. He just slipped through the pack beautifully. Now we find Elshaw on the half-forward line, and a long kick will go awfully close. Beautiful goal. And Elshaw hasn't been a prominent player, but he'll put his name in the book now with a slashing goal. But Walsh was the man who set it up. And there he is in centre of the picture.
Sheedy has a high opinion of this player, Walsh. And by gee, he's played well today after a tardy beginning. Second goal to Elshaw, 27 points lead to Essendon, a centre square infringement against the Bombers, and the free kick going to Mossop. Mossop, the high kick up into the half-forward line, plenty of leapers there. What came off Duckworth's head then. Waterson brought down to the ground, kicked off the ground by Morgan out wide for Bruns. Bruns picks up, now the little fellow has got nobody in support. Peake is there, but he's under pressure. Now what's going to happen here? Waterson's there, Jackson pushes him in the back. Morgan falls over, Thompson come back at the ball, Morgan's got it now. And the umpire will bounce the ball, left half forward flank for Geelong. Geelong trailing by 27 points. As Flanagan goes up in ruck, Elshaw is there, gets the ball away as he's tackled. Hawker roving well, kicks out of the pack, and Danaher takes a timely mark at half-back flank. Looks further afield, can see Walsh giving him the lead, so too is Ezard. Ezard comes through, grabbed by Byrne. Hand pass comes out to Clark, up over the top to Harvey. Now Harvey under no pressure, across to Baker. Baker can wait for it to bounce, Card's coming at him, but Baker can shoot the goal and he's put it through.
There's an interesting move on here by Kevin Sheedy. It was fairly obvious, though, that Peake well on top of Baker in the centre, and that's a great feat because Baker's been top centre player in the league this season. Moving to the forward line and put Clark onto Peake in the centre, and that move has come off. And will do a lot for Baker's confidence as well as Essendon, because that was a good move then. There's a centre bounce. The Bombers quickly bounce back into attack immediately from that area on the Ray Shaw almost. Jeffries gets it onto his boot, and it's a nice clearing kick up to Cole. Now the Cats, in contrast to Essendon, don't really have anyone a focal point on their forward line. There's one of them, Ablett, and Donnell right with him. And Donnell's freed Ablett. He did have a hold of Ablett's arm. You could see that okay. And Ablett from 40 metres out. And Jackson back in the goal square. Not a good kick from Ablett at all. It's a drop short. Oh, Madden can't get his sights right at all today. Cannot mark the football.
I think Bruns copped one too high. It was just in the picture before the ball moved out. And Bruns copped one a little high, and umpire Smith is in there indicating that. So the acting captain for Geelong now a chance to get a goal back for his side, and do they need them? Neville Bruns playing his 100th game. What's he done? He's kicked the goal. That's Neville Bruns' first goal of the match, and the Geelong side need a little more system up forward if they are to pull back this leeway that the Bombers have.
Well, they're going into defence, Clark, and I guess that's what you do against a very high-marking Essendon side on a dry ground with a bit of wind about. And they're stacking the defence, and the concentrations are there, and they're not worried so much about the forward, although we've seen Jackson miss 2 in front, haven't we? So he could have quite easily kicked 4 goals instead of his 2. And Mossop been rucking very well, particularly with these centre bounces against Madden. He's further away from the centre than Madden. Madden's judgment was better this time, although Mossop got there just in case, and Morgan clears it for the Cats. Straight down the throat there of Danaher, who's on the back line now. Baker on the forward line, and he steers it out to Walsh. He thinks Walsh is a winner out there, and Madden takes it from Walsh. Loops the ball back to the forward pocket. Ezard's dash doesn't quite carry him to the football. Chance for Terry Danaher again, and the second time in the match that Danaher's clipped the post. What bad luck, Terry. You've been starring on the forward line, but surely you couldn't do it the third time.
28 points lead to Essendon. Gary Malarkey. Another big long kick, Boss in front. Hawker. Bradbury has it now. Bradbury puts the Bombers back into attack. Merritt. Off hands to Harvey, who can snap the goal. He's offline again. And that's the 18th behind for Essendon.
2 goals, 3 to Mark Harvey. been a fairly hard slog in this third quarter. Scoring rate's been about even. Out to Jeffries, that kick-off. Couldn't quite pull that one in. Oh, here's Bradbury. Hawker rather get round onto his kicking boot this time. A lovely pass to Bradbury, who let it slip through his fingers. Oops. Jeffries is the... O'Keefe's the man who clears the kick. It was Thompson for Essendon, and slipping in there was Clark in front of Peake and gets that ball across to Carey. Carey dribbles it down towards Bradbury. He's lost touch. Good play by Morgan to get it back to Reed. Tackle strongly by Hawker. Another tackle by Bradbury from the back there of Yates. And by Smith, very quick, Cole rather sort out that free kick which goes to Geelong's boss.
Geelong forward standing flat-footed. Van der Haar there. Flanagan spoils. Bright, who's been quiet. Kick under pressure. Duckworth leading out for Essendon. Oh, slips over. Their chance for Jackson to steady and shoot for goal. And it bounces through. Well, there you are, Jacko's third goal of the match.
Well, he showed a lot more judgment there as he really waited on that kick to get his balance right. There was no one anywhere near the goal square, so he just aimed it well. It was good play by Jackson, but Duckworth did slip, and he, of course, was out of business when he did that. So the Cats are really back in it now. 23 points separate them. Jackson's just kicked his third goal, 26 minutes into the third term. Walsh doing well. To Clark, and then down to Danaher. Danaher and Yates. Desperate Yates is good play. Danaher tackling. He didn't have the ball, but good umpiring to let it flow. And a ball up. Essendon 84, Geelong 61.
It's a difference of 23 points. Comes down to Clark. Clark's kick out of defence. Reed was there, but Hawker got into his back. Hawker indicating, well, I was going for the ball, but I think the picture told the story then. Reed wide to Peake, who's playing well. Peake up into the half-forward line. Flanagan's there on Van der Haar, or Van der Haar's on Flanagan. Madden, though, to back up. Here's the speedster Neagle. Coming at him is O'Keefe, but the kick short. Mossop marks in defence. Good mark by Mossop, but half-back. Oh, went to thread the hand pass, goes back for the long kick just wide of centre. Big leaper there was Flanagan. Harvey tries to take the ball with him, can't get it. Some nice shepherding then by Madden. Harvey gets the hand pass away to Neagle. His hand pass ricochets off to Ablett. Ablett, the long kick up into the half-forward line. Buse is there, and Mortensen. Chance now for Cole, showing plenty of courage. Comes out to Jackson, but the free kick is going to Cole for around the neck. Cole now, the long kick looking for Jackson. Morgan is also there. Morgan can't mark, under pressure from Bradbury. Kicked off the ground by Carey, wide. Chance now, this is Morgan. Morgan comes through, has a shot for goal, and he's offline and through for behind. I think that was Flanagan that I was calling Morgan before. We've got that long curly hair, but Flanagan hasn't got the pace of Morgan.
You're right, Clive. Bad luck for Morgan then, because it looked good. Just a little bit more angle and it would have been a certain goal. Duckworth's kick this time to Simon Madden, who can't mark. And oh gee, it just showed Madden was concentrating on taking it, though Boss slipped in and made a certainty of it. Up to Jackson. Oh, Abbott! He's been trying that all afternoon to run in and take the screamer from the side over the top of the pack, and he couldn't have picked a better time because they really needed their 22 points down into the third quarter, and this is his 14th kick. It'll be his second goal for the quarter, and he shouldn't miss because he's kicking from point-blank range. And Duckworth, I think, on the mark, has conceded the goal already. Oh, gee, it was close. Abbott's second goal. Well, there seems to be a bit of fight in the old Cat. Clark, they've been undermanned on the forward line. That's been the difference virtually between the two teams, but with Ablett there, with his great speed and his high marking, and Jackson, who can slip through a goal. Between them, they've kicked 5.
Ablett's second goal, and the Bombers leading by 16 points. Madden having a better time in the ruck now, gets it down, but Boss is there for Geelong. Chance for Ablett again to take the mark, but he was bustled off the ball then by Donnell. Donnell can't grab it. Thompson can, though. Breaks clear, kicks to the outer side of the ground. Bradbury and also O'Keefe running for the ball, but the boundary line too close for a throw-in on the outer side wing. Well, the difference 16 points, coming close to three-quarter time. Flanagan in there for Geelong, gets the tap down. Neagle seems to be everywhere. The fellow picks it up. He even falls over and got plenty of time to push the ball wide. Comes out to Buse. Buse will get around Madden. Oh, went for the hand pass to Peake. Peake had to get the quick kick in as he's put down by Vanderhaar. And the mark has been taken by Carey, who is playing in front of Bright and beating that player. Carey immediately plays on, kicks wide. Hawker leading in the race for the ball. Oh, the bounce eludes him. A chance now for Reid, who falls over, gets the hand pass wide. There's Peake again, in the centre of the ground. Kicks to half forward. Field kicking not good. Missed by Thompson, picked up by Bruns. Bruns the long shot at goal. Chance there for Bright to mark his claim, but I thought Carey had a hand to it first. And I think the umpire has played it, though.
Duckworth thinks so.
Well, I thought Carey got one hand to it first, and then it was stolen off him by Bright.
It appeared so by watching this, the monitor, Clark. I certainly agree with you there.
So there's the siren for three-quarter time, and a goal here to Bright will put the Cats only 10 points down at three-quarter time. So he's right on the boundary line. You can see how far he is from the boundary line. A very experienced player. 3 Essendon players there trying to spoil him. He shoots for goal, and he's put it through. So a goal right on the three-quarter time siren. That's Bright's second goal.
Essendon ran away in the last term to win by 47 points. Elshaw kicked 4 goals for the Bombers and Danaher 3. And for Geelong, Jackson, Bright and Cole all kicked 3 goals. Big game up at Princes Park between Hawthorn 2nd and Carlton 3rd. The Blues hit the front in the final term. In fact, at the 11-minute mark, led by 15 points. But an amazing turnaround saw Hawthorn win the game by 32 points. Judge and Curran kicked 5 goals for the Hawks and Ashman 4 for the Blues. At Victoria Park, it was Collingwood by 36 points over Richmond. Woodhall kicked 4 goals for the Magpies. Banks, Richardson and Williams 3 for Collingwood. And Poole and Egan 3 for the Tigers. Rains of Collingwood reported, as was Palm of Richmond. At the Western Oval, Footscray defeated St Kilda by 33 points. For the Bulldogs, Beasley kicked 4 goals, Bennett and Steve McPherson 3, and for St Kilda, Mace kicked 3. 3 reports in that match. Cowie of St Kilda for pulling Bennett of Footscray's hair, and 2 Footscray players, Hawkins and Gronawegan. The latter after round 18, Essendon on top by 4 points and 0.1% there over Hawthorn. Carlton in the hot seat for that vital 3rd place. The Magpies now just a percentage behind them. Geelong, despite 2 successive losses, still hanging on to 5th place. Footscray just outside the 5 on percentage. The Swans there, of course, could join them on 36 points if they win today's game. Richmond, Fitzroy appear to be out of contention. St Kilda and North Melbourne there on the bottom. Bernie Quinlan, 9 magnificent goals yesterday, moves on to 79, well clear of Tony Lockett.
From Princes Park. And there's a bit of a dish up behind play on the left half forward flank. Blackwell going in, so too is number 8 for Essendon.
There's 2 of them there, Pete. Look at it.
And players coming from everywhere, but players started, and the fights are still going on. What a sensational start here at Princes Park. And players coming from everywhere. It's all in Donnybrook. Oh, goodness me. There are fights everywhere.
Oh, golly, Madden and Jones are having a terrific go there too. There's plenty of fights going on. Well, I don't know who started it, Pete, but it may be a diversion tactic by Carlton to upset the Bombers, who've had the wood on them since 1980. Oh, golly, what a start to this game. What a sensation.
Well, that started before the centre bounce. Play started. I don't know who got the kick out of the centre, and the crowd really revved up here as well. Now, what will be the decision there? Because I was distracted by the fight. What are they going to do? Will it be a free kick?
Were any numbers taken? I didn't see any. Duckworth being spoken to by umpire Robinson. He's got the book out, it would appear. Whether Duckworth is the reportee or whatever, I don't know.
I'd say the reportee, Pete, because the umpire certainly, I don't know he'd pick any players out to report, because at one stage there must have been 15 or 16 players in that bit of a melee.
Now, the two umpires are conferring.
Well, this is one of the most sensational starts to one of the top games of VFL football I've seen for a long time.
I think they're conferring what to do about the ball, because the umpires, I think, are a little bit confused like we are, so it will be a ball up, it would appear. Left half forward for Carlton, and so they're going virtually starting again at the 2-minute mark. Get a gold medal in the boxing. Knocked down by Jones. Now the umpire's found a free kick. It's going too big. Wow. That pleases the Essendon supporters below us.
Of course, Wow Jones and Madden were having a ding-dong struggle there in that wrestling match going on there at the start of the game.
Jones, left half forward flank for Carlton, has a long shot at goal. It's going pretty close. In fact, it's just off the hands for mine. Might be a free kick to Essendon. And the free kick will be taken by Weston. Weston at full back. Brings the ball towards the defensive side of the ground. Walsh got two hands to a great mark for mine. Walsh just about best on the ground last week. He and Merv Neagle played fantastic games out at VFL Park against Geelong. Walsh has got a 15-metre penalty. Walsh from right half-back flank. Beautiful kick. Down to right half forward. Van der Haar comes in. Gets collared by Harms, and it's on again. Oh, it's going to be a real Donnybrook here before too much longer.
Well, Van der Haar goes for the long kick up there towards Ezard, and the ball is out of bounds in the first round of this big battle here today.
Good choice of words, Lou, I think.
And by golly, what a fight it's been here from the start. Well, I don't know whether Carlton are using new tactics or Essendon thought they'd try another way to defeat Carlton, because they haven't beaten them. Carlton haven't beaten Essendon since 1980. Ball knocked out again. A chance for Baker, got one in the back. And the umpire was quick to pick that one up. And the free kick will go to Baker about 45 metres out from goal. What a sensational start. I've seen some great starts in grand finals, but this has topped them all up, Pete.
Certainly has.
There's the kick on its way by Baker, right across the face of goals. There's Danaher flying, couldn't hold the mark. Buckley swamped, they grab him, down he goes. They pile in, look at him going in. Oh, you wouldn't want to be out there for $1 million. Well, I've changed my mind now. $1 million have changed my opinion on that. And there's Blackwell, he was in the first wrestling match. As the ball goes down there to McConville, punched away by Duckworth. Down goes McConville. And this is a real pressure game. It's on for young and old.